Hey, future Broncos, and welcome to season 4 of Bronco Scoop. Let me introduce myself to y'all. I'm Deicy Lemus, a fifth-year architecture major here at Mona, and also student assistant of Project Caminos, and your host. I'm reporting to you live today from the third floor of the student service building in a very secret balcony that maybe you can see when you approach the building. Summer is now to an end, and with the end of summer comes the fall semester and a whole new group of students who begin to consider college and Cal Poly Pomona. Well, this podcast is for all you future Broncos who can expect this fourth season to be 4 times better than the last one, with even more information about what it's like to be a Bronco, the application process, the admission timeline, what it's like to be a student of any of the colleges at Cal Poly Pomona, financial aid, how to get involved at CPP, and any other questions that you future Broncos could have. I'll make sure to answer them on this podcast. And to give you guys a short glimpse of what we've covered in the past, check out this highlight clip of Bronco Scoop seasons 1, 2, and 3.
To our first podcast for Bronco Scoop.
Hey, future Broncos. On behalf of Project Caminos, welcome back to Bronco Scoop.
My name is Maria Angelica Ruiz. I serve as the EOP Outreach and Admissions Counselor here at Cal Poly Pomona. I am also a proud
Hi, my name is Amber Lee. I'm a communications student with an emphasis in PR, and I'm also the editor-in-chief for the Bronco Guide magazine.
Future Broncos, my name is Eduardo Hernandez, and I'm a fourth-year poli-sci major. I graduate this spring.
Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Franco, and I am a fourth-year plant science student here at Cal Poly Pomona.
My name is Michelle Simpson, and I am the scholarship specialist within the Office of Financial Aid and Scholarships.
Hi, I'm Paul Nissenson. I'm a professor here in the mechanical engineering department.
And my name is Anna Hodalo. I'm a third-year mechanical engineering student with a minor in regenerative studies and energy engineering.
We're celebrating the end of the semester, the entering of summertime, and also this is the last episode of season 3. We will be returning. I want to urge y'all to go back and listen to the prior seasons hosted by Dakari Pete and Abigail Trujillo. If you're a new listener and you're like, who is this girl? I've never seen her in my life. Let me tell you, I was born and raised in a small town an hour away from Bakersfield and Fresno, right in the middle, and it's best known for its olives, Lindsay olives. I was the first in my family to go to college, so y'all should have seen the novela Que se armó en mi casa when I decided that I wanted to go somewhere 3.5 hours away as a first girl instead of whatever was closest to my house. So I go on this field trip when I'm 16, and I visit Cal Poly, and I just fell in love. I honestly came because I didn't want to eat the cafeteria food and I just wanted food from the BSC, but I immediately fell in love with the school and I really saw myself as one of the students there. So when I was 17 years old, I was trying to pick college, and this happens to be the only university that I applied to for architecture, and it was the only one I got in for it. So it was like it was meant to be. So yeah, I had applied to civil engineering and every other university, and I quickly learned that I hated math, and I had no passion for civil engineering at all because it's mainly math. So then I decided to become an architect. And before I even started college, my very first day of class, I decided to be a part of this program hosted by UOP every year called Summer Bridge. It's typically a 5-week program, but for me it was 2 weeks because we were transitioning at the time that I came. I was able to be a part of this program before I even started my freshman year. And that really set me up with the people and the resources that I needed during my time here at Cal Poly Pomona. So I was able to attend college classes and dorm before I was even a student, which was great because I knew I had a dorm in August. So when school started, I already felt like I knew the campus on some level even before I started class. I got to meet a lot of the same friends that I'm not going to graduate with in a year, which is even now to me so insane. So my first year, I got to reside at Cal Poly Pomona, and that helped me really make Cal Poly feel like it's my house. Like I get here and I feel like I'm home. And yeah, since I live so far, I'm walking 3.5 hours away, and I had to get used to living in a completely different area. Dorming really allowed me to create that family that I needed away from home. And now as a 5th-year architecture major, I'm super nervous for my last semester, but classes start August 25th. And apart from having a bunch of fun classes on buildings that I have to take, I also have a senior project that I'll try to keep the podcast updated on as I have to work on it all year. And it's supposed to be like this really amazing building or something, or I don't get my degree. but I'll keep you posted on how that goes. But as I prepare to end my time as an undergraduate, y'all are preparing to apply for the fall 2023. So let me update you on my life since you last saw me on the podcast May 25th in the final episode of season 3. I had a very hot girl summer, working 7 to 4, Monday through Friday as an intern for a company that designs prefabricated ADUs. So essentially, I spent the summer working on designing bathrooms and kitchens and MEP bricks. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll make sure to include photos of everything. And they would be installed in either an ADU or new construction. So during my time there, I was able to do construction documents and garage ADUs that were like the example one that they would be using for clients. And I was able to work on construction documents for the apartments that would then use these bricks that we were designing. So yeah, I really spent all my summer doing that in Upland, and on the weekends or after work, I was living honestly my best life in SoCal. I never spent a summer here in my time. I usually went back home, but this was the first summer that I was like, I'll stay for the whole summer. So this summer I also turned 22. I got my friend and my birthday twin Edgar, who was on season 3 of What It's Like to Be in the College of Business, tickets for a Dodger game. And we also happened to spend a lot of time watching the Dodger games this summer for his birthday, which is 2 days before mine. So summer bridge happens to happen on both of our 18th birthdays. And I know that the first day of our summer bridge program was June 24th of 2018, because Edgar never forgets that day because he didn't tell anybody it was his birthday, and he spent his 18th birthday really not celebrating it. And 2 days later, I do the same thing and I tell nobody that was in summer bridge that it was my birthday. And people find out later that it's both of our birthdays. We didn't know each other in summer bridge, but people both found out later that it was our birthdays, and they were like, why didn't you say anything? We would have done something. So yeah, for our 22nd, finally, after summers of Edgar and I never being in the same town, first year we weren't even in the same state, we finally had an infamous Tester and Daisy birthday bash. So that was really the highlight of my summer, was just hanging out with my friends. But yeah, an upgrade to this season of Broncos Soup, which I'm really excited about, is that we now have an Instagram separate from the Project Caminos one. I really had to pitch this really hard, so y'all better go follow it. But I think this will become a space for us to connect and hear what you think about various episodes. And I'll also be able to share extra content, like bloopers of me like trying to get the camera lighting right. I'll be sharing when the new episodes are live, so make sure to go and give it a follow at cpp.broncoscoop. I'll repeat it one more time in case you missed it, at cpp.broncoscoop. If you're watching this on YouTube, the handle's on the screen. And if you're listening to us, let me repeat it one more time. Find us at cpp.broncoscoop on Instagram. So Broncoscoop is a part of Project Caminos here at Cal Poly Pomona. We're here to support all of you interested in applying to the university. And the team will be out visiting partner high schools and community colleges and offer virtual workshops as well. You may be able to record an episode at one of your schools. There's a lot of resources outside of Broncoscoop that are just for Project Caminos that I don't even know about sometimes for students, that you guys should make sure to keep up if you're considering applying. As you start the admission process, it can be really nerve-wracking time. And as a first generation, I know at times it seems impossible to ever be one of those students walking to class outside the BSE. I know that getting to college is not a very linear path, but this podcast is here to help provide the resources to get you to your final year. I know getting to college takes a village, so we asked Karen Broncos to help us thank some of the people or programs that got them to CPP.
Give a shout out. I would like to give a special shout out to my college counselor, Mr. Millette, and my AP chemistry teacher, Mr. Morgan, for helping me get here to Cal Poly and have a good time. I just want to say thank you for the academic experience that you guys gave me in high school, and thank you to Francisco Bravo Medical Magnet High School in Boyle Heights, Los Angeles, for giving me the best experience to succeed academically here in college. Thank you.
What's your name and major?
My name is William Martinez. I am a 5th year civil engineering major.
Hello, I'm Celina Reyes. I came from College of the Desert in Palm Desert, California. I am a 5th year, a senior, and my major is education.
And what program do you want to thank?
I want to thank EOPS for giving me the opportunity to come here.
How's it going, guys? My name is Matthew Vasquez. I am a sophomore here at Cal Poly Pomona. I'm coming from Northview High School in Covina. And I want to give I'm an undeclared major. I want to give a special thanks to my government and econ teacher, Miss Arianes, She didn't teach any government econ, but she was there to teach us how to apply for FAFSA, how to apply for Cal States, and really, I wasn't thinking about college my senior year, and if it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. So she really pushed me. She wrote me letters of recommendation. She did everything. She recommended me to join Project Success. I would have no friends if it weren't for that program, and so literally, I have everything to thank for her. She really made me go to college. So.
Hi, I'm Alina. I'm a fourth year biology major, and I want to say thank you to Mr. Han at Glennie Wilson High School for getting me to where I am.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Kota Moklona from Mission Hills High School. I'm majoring in computer engineering, and one program I want to thank is Avid. Avid was great, and they helped me got here. So.
Hello everyone, my name is Jeronimo Herrera III. I am a kinesiology major, 5th year, going to graduate this spring. I aspire to go to chiropractic school to help the individuals in my community. I'd like to shout out Ganesha High School. It's my alma mater. Specifically the Career Center, Miss Magayon. She definitely helped me get to where I am today.
I'm not from the local area, so you guys don't know my high school, but my high school back home, Carmen Magnet Academy, I had a teacher, Mr. Santos. I had him almost all 4 years of my high school, and he was an engineering teacher there. So my school had pathways. So he was actually the one that taught me my architecture and civil engineering class that I took in that high school. And that was really what interested me in architecture. There in that class, he actually taught me what the word architecture even meant. I didn't even know that was a career until my junior year. And then that same year, he brought us on that trip to Cal Poly Pomona, and I learned that there was a Cal Poly in a place called Pomona, and I was like, oh, cool. And in that same class, he also brought on his friend who was the only architect in town. And then I was able to when I was going into my 4th year of college, I was able to work my first internship as an architect in that office. That set me up in a whole different level. Without that first internship, it would have been so hard to keep getting any other. I don't even think I would have this job if I didn't have that internship. Really, it all goes back down to Mr. Santos, who I don't think if he would have brought that person to the class, but bringing that guest speaker, the fact that it ended up becoming my boss, it was just so crazy. Again, thanks for tuning in to season 4 of Bronco Scoop. Remember to follow us on Instagram. Our new handle is @cpp.broncoscoop. And make sure to subscribe so you can hear the weekly scoop. Subscribe to our channel to never miss the scoop and follow our Instagram @cpp.broncoscoop. If you have any questions or want me to talk about anything CPP related, email us at caminos@cpp.edu. Bronco Scoop is supported by Cal Poly Pomona's Office of Student Success, Equity, and Innovation, and with funding from the Department of Education Hispanic Serving Institute grant, Project Caminos. Tune in for more.